Good morning, Monarch family. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. The time is 10:37 a.m. Happy Cinco de Mayo and also happy Teacher Appreciation Day. Please reach out to your teachers and tell them how grateful you are for them, how much you miss them and love them. I'm sure that they would love to hear from you. We have had a couple of May birthdays that I didn't realize. I printed a report and it didn't have the right names on it. So I apologize, and I need to recognize 3 of our students for having birthdays. On Saturday of this past weekend, Miss Stacy, a second grader in Miss Sarone's class, had a birthday. And then on Sunday, May 3rd, we had 2 additional birthdays, Ariana in second grade and Raina Leah in kindergarten. So happy birthday to everybody. So sorry we didn't get to share in your special day with you, but next time we see you, we'll be sure to recognize that you are now 1 whole year older. Happy birthday to all 3 of you. For announcements, let's see, to reiterate what I said yesterday, we'll have 2 different days for iPad return. On May 15th from 12 to 4, we will be accepting iPads for first grade, second grade, and third grade students. And then on May 20th from 8 a.m. to noon, we'll be accepting kinder iPads so that families have access to a digital device to participate in our kinder promotion ceremony. Kinder promotion will obviously be virtual, so we will be broadcasting using Zoom on Tuesday, May 19th. We will start our celebration and ceremony at 9 a.m. So if you have a kinder student who is going to be promoting to first grade, you'll need that information. Again, we will be joining you via Zoom on Tuesday, May 19th at 9 a.m. to recognize each student and celebrate their success and accomplishments as a kinder student this year. When you turn in iPads, students will receive school pictures if you paid for them, a UB bag full of some school supplies and other goodies. And if you have any questions about iPad return regarding summer school or anything really, just give us a call here at the school or reach out to myself, Miss Marks, Miss Ziegler, or Miss Angie. Let's see. You can look forward to Miss Angie or myself, actually. Kinder parents will be reaching out to you to schedule an appointment to say hello to your student, have them pick up their promotion certificate here at school, and do an individual congrats with them. So kinder parents, you will be hearing from myself or Miss Angie sometime this week to set up an individual appointment for pickup of promotion certificates and other goodies. All right, that was a lot. So we'll be repeating those announcements for the next few days. Lots of stuff happening as we close out the school year. We hope that you are all safe and doing well. And I think it's time for our daily read aloud. This is actually one of my very favorite stories, but it's kind of a sad message because Alexander is having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. The book is by Judith Vjorst, illustrated by Ray Cruz. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box, but in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window, too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be carsick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Have you ever had a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day? I have. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moya was his next best friend and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone part and lands in Australia. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on the top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in a dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And then, when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and for fighting. I'm having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, and I told everybody. No one even answered. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes, but then the shoe man said we're all sold out. They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as could be except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad said, please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate limas. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. My bath was too hot, I got soap in my eyes, my marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony and not with me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that, even in Australia. Sometimes everybody has a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Today kind of feels like that for me, so I wanted to share my feelings with you because talking to you always makes me feel better, boys and girls. And even with telling Alexander's story, I feel very blessed for the things that I have in my life. So when you are having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, think about the things that you should be happy for. I love all of you. I miss you, and we will see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.